Welcome, it's Crafty Carol here with yet another nativity card from our lovely nativity set, the O Night Divine, part of the O Holy Night suite. And this time I'm going to make a landscape card. And again, I have already cut out my pieces so that it's quick and easy and ready. So first, the landscape side for that, this is the length of A4 cut at 10.5 centimetres and then scored at 14.8. So the whole length of A4, so an A4 sheet cut in half at 10.5 centimetres, scored at 14.8, gives you the landscape card. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp my greeting inside. This is part of the set, so you can vary the greeting, but I'm going to use the one I've used on the other cards so far. Because I like it. I just love this greeting. This is actually from the Stars at Night, one again part of the suite, but a separate bundle to the Night Divine one. So I'm going to use Wishing You Brightest and Best, and I've got a little star set that I'm using just to decorate the outside because I quite like that. And I can use the same on the envelope, so I can stamp that as well, just in opposite corners. Does mean that's the middle star isn't quite upright, but I don't think that matters. Stars can be at any angle, can't they? So that is done that. I'm just going to clean the stamp because the blue, as you can see, the blue Night of Navy ink, it does stain the stamps. It stains them a sort of red colour, but nothing you can do about that. It doesn't affect the stamp quality. The stamp will still stamp exactly, perfectly well, so don't worry about that. Okay, let's put that away. So what I've done for the, oh, look at that, I've got ink all over it. How did I manage that? Never mind, most of it will be covered by this, hopefully. Might have to have that a little bit higher than I would normally have, just to cover that ink. So I have got, for my front, I'm just using DSP from the lovely O Holy Night DSP, which is part of the same suite. Gorgeous, gorgeous set with lovely scenes in it. Here I've used just part one of the Starry Sky papers, and I'm sticking that completely to the front. So we'll start off with that and cover up that dreadful mess I've made. That's appalling. But it happens. So this is real life crafting, folks. Don't worry about these things. If you stamp wrongly, there's the other side, what we call the emergency side of your card piece. So if you're stamping on a card, you can always do an emergency side. I could turn that round. Well, I can't now because I've done the stamping inside, but I could have turned that round and used the back of the card, or just cut it down and use that as an insert. So I don't want to be faffing now, but I'm going to stick that nearly right to the top of the card. So it more or less covers that. You can't really see that problem now. That's okay. And the other thing I've done is I've cut part of a sand scene, and I've just by hand, I've sort of cut it into lumps so it looks like a sort of desert. And that is going to go on the bottom here. It's the same width. I should have told you these. This is 14.3 by 10, the main sheet, and this piece is obviously 14.3 wide and just shaped to fit. So I can, because I've moved that up to cover my inky splodge, I can put this near the bottom as well and it will look balanced. Good job I've got this bit, isn't it? Otherwise it wouldn't look balanced. So it's a good job I'm making the card like this. Dear me, don't need to get ink on things. That's very bad. It's such an inky pad. I think that's the problem because it's still very new. So there is my sandy bit, which I can put right at the bottom. So that's fine. And then all I have done is I have cut out, or die cut out rather, from the nativity scene. I've got a shepherd and 3 sheep. And I have got here a little sentiment that I've stamped in Versamark and then used gold embossing powder. So I've got the Lord is my shepherd, which I'm going to have down here to cover up a bit more of here. And I am going to, well, I think I might put these on dimensionals. Not sure who this one's going to, so I could have a little bit more depth. But I've been saying before, unfortunately, certainly here in the UK, our post office has reduced the size, reduced the depth of how cards can be sent. So you have to be really careful, otherwise you end up paying for large postage. And given our postage has just gone up, it's a lot of money. But I am going to try a couple of dimensionals on that, and we will just have that down here in the bottom corner. And then I can stick these on again. I could use dimensionals for these. I'm going to use a dimensional for one of the sheep, just one of my little mini dimensionals. Fit beautifully on the back of the sheep. You'll be glad to know. And the rest I am going to use some Tombow. So we'll have our shepherd first, and he's going to stand here watching the night. And then we'll have our sheep gathered around him. Look, glue on the bottom of my desk now. And the final one. Can't really see him against the other. I'm going to move him over a little bit, but oop. I've still got the backing half on that. There we go. Get rid of that. It was still stuck to me, I think. There we go. So there is my very quick and easy using these glorious papers. The Lord is my Shepherd card, and I can add to that if I want. I'm going to add one more thing to it. You can add a little bit of oh golly, can't think what it's called. You know, the pen, the glitter pen thing. Wink of Stella. I can't remember what it was called. You can use some Wink of Stella as well on things. I could use some on the the inside of my things come off. There we go. Just use some on my stars, just to give them a bit of brightness. But I am going to use one of these lovely star embellishments just to add to the night sky. So this card does have a little bit more depth, but it's still going to be, I'm pretty sure, I'm still learning the new sizes, but I'm pretty sure this will still fit in the normal post size. There we go. Twist it. There we go. So I just want a little gold star that my shepherd can then follow over the hill to get to Bethlehem. So there is my second quick and easy card as part of my nativity suite. I hope you like that one. Just really quick and simple, as you can see. And I will, please, if you want, as I said, you go to my blog at craftycarolscards.co.uk, where you'll find the measurements, and you can buy the tutorial, which has got all the detail about how to form the cards. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.